Step back in time as we uncover the untold stories of 5 Golden Age actors who once ruled the silver screen, but have since faded from the spotlight. These stars shaped Hollywood's golden era, captivating audiences with their talent and charisma. But where are they now, and why have their legacies slipped through the cracks of history? From meteoric rises to mysterious falls, their journeys are as dramatic as any classic film. Get ready to explore the glamour, heartbreak, and intrigue of Hollywood's forgotten icons. Let's dive in. May Wong, a trailblazing actress in early Hollywood, is finally being celebrated for her immense talent and groundbreaking contributions to cinema. Despite facing relentless racial prejudice during her lifetime, Wong's legacy endures as a testament to her resilience, artistry, and determination to defy societal norms. Her work paved the way for future generations of Asian American performers, even though she was often denied the recognition she deserved while alive. Throughout her career, Wong was confined to roles that perpetuated harmful Asian American stereotypes, reflecting the limited opportunities for actors of color in the early 20th century. Yet she refused to let these constraints define her, consistently delivering captivating performances that elevated even the most typecast characters. Her roles in films such as Piccadilly and Daughter of the Dragon demonstrated her ability to infuse depth and complexity into characters that were often one-dimensional on the page. One of Wong's most iconic performances came in Shanghai Express, 1932, a film that was nominated for Best Picture. Sharing the screen with the legendary Marlene Dietrich, Wong refused to be overshadowed, holding her own in every scene with a commanding presence that captivated audiences. In many ways, she redefined the narrative, making the film as much her story as anyone else's. Her portrayal added layers of intrigue and emotion, leaving an indelible mark on what could have been a standard melodrama. Off-screen, Wong was a vocal critic of Hollywood's racism and its practice of casting white actors in yellowface to play Asian roles. Her frustrations with the industry led her to pursue opportunities abroad, particularly in Europe, where she found greater creative freedom and respect as an artist. Still, even as she sought recognition beyond Hollywood, Wong remained a symbol of perseverance, advocating for better representation and equity in entertainment. George Sanders, with his suave demeanor and velvety voice, became one of Hollywood's most distinctive figures, often embodying characters shrouded in mystery or moral ambiguity. Born in St. Petersburg, Russia, and educated in England, Sanders initially found his calling on stage before the allure of cinema drew him to Hollywood. His cultivated charm and cutting wit made him a natural fit for roles that required a sophisticated yet sinister edge, earning him a reputation as one of the era's most captivating character actors. In the early days of his Hollywood career, Sanders collaborated with master director Alfred Hitchcock, delivering standout performances in Rebecca and Foreign Correspondent. These films showcased his knack for bringing layers of intrigue to even the most enigmatic roles, with his clipped tones and cool, calculating presence leaving audiences riveted. It was Sanders' turn as the sardonic and scheming theater critic Addison DeWitt in All About Eve that cemented his legacy. Opposite Bette Davis and Anne Baxter, Sanders was magnetic, stealing scenes with his razor-sharp dialogue and air of effortless superiority. His portrayal earned him an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, a recognition of his ability to make even the most unlikable characters unforgettable. The role remains a defining moment in his career and a masterclass in blending elegance with menace. Despite his undeniable talent and screen presence, Sanders' career didn't soar to the same heights as some of his contemporaries. While he continued to work prolifically, including voicing Shere Khan in Disney's The Jungle Book, his later years were marred by health struggles. A debilitating stroke significantly impacted his mobility and limited his ability to take on roles that matched his earlier brilliance. Sanders' personal life was as complex as his on-screen personas. Known for his intelligence and biting humor, he often seemed indifferent to fame, a trait that set him apart from the more ambitious stars of his era. However, this aloofness belied a deep sensitivity, and his later years were marked by introspection and withdrawal from the public eye. The Best Years of Our Lives stands as a cornerstone of American cinema, a poignant exploration of the lives of World War II veterans as they navigate the challenges of returning home. While the film rightfully earned multiple Oscars, including Best Picture, Best Director for William Wyler, and Best Screenplay for Robert E. Sherwood, Donna Andrews' powerful performance as Fred Derry was curiously overlooked. It's a loss for the Academy, as Andrews brought both nuance and authenticity to the role of a former bomber captain struggling to reintegrate into civilian life. His portrayal resonated deeply with audiences at the time, serving as a voice for countless veterans grappling with similar issues of identity, purpose, and belonging. Andrews' performance as Fred Derry was one of quiet brilliance. He captured the pride, pain, and vulnerability of a man whose wartime heroics contrasted starkly with the disillusionment he faced upon returning home. His character's journey, marked by rejection, economic struggles, and a poignant yearning for connection, gave the film much of its emotional weight. Andrews' ability to balance stoicism with raw, heartfelt emotion remains a masterclass in restrained yet impactful acting. Though The Best Years of Our Lives might be his most enduring work, Andrews shone in many other classics of the 1940s. In Laura, he played Detective Mark McPherson, embodying the cool, enigmatic figure at the center of a gripping film noir. His chemistry with Gene Tierney and his understated performance added layers to one of the genre's most iconic films. Similarly, in Where the Sidewalk Ends, Andrews delivered a morally complex portrayal of a cop wrestling with his own darker instincts, reaffirming his status as a leading man capable of exploring humanity's gray areas. Unfortunately, despite these early triumphs, Andrews' career took a turn as the prestige roles dwindled. By the late 1950s, he found himself increasingly relegated to television and lesser-known films. This shift, coupled with personal struggles, led to a relative obscurity that belied the caliber of his earlier work. Yet his contributions to cinema remain significant. Hattie McDaniel was a trailblazing figure in Hollywood, forever remembered as the first black woman to win an Academy Award. Her Oscar came in 1940 for her unforgettable portrayal of Mammy in Gone with the Wind, a performance that brought humanity and depth to a character shaped by the racial attitudes of the time. While the role earned her acclaim and a historic place in film history, it also highlighted the pervasive discrimination she faced throughout her career. McDaniel's legacy is one of extraordinary talent, resilience, and a determination to thrive in an industry that offered her few choices and even fewer chances for recognition. Born in 1893 in Wichita, Kansas, McDaniel grew up as the daughter of formerly enslaved parents. Her early exposure to performance through singing and acting paved the way for a career that spanned vaudeville, radio, and film. Before making her mark in Hollywood, McDaniel was a gifted jazz and blues singer, captivating audiences with her commanding voice. She transitioned to film in the 1930s, where her natural charisma shone, but she found herself limited to stereotypical roles as maids, cooks, and housekeepers, the few parts available to black actors at the time. McDaniel's most iconic role as Mammy in Gone with the Wind demonstrated her ability to bring warmth, wit, and authenticity to a character that could have easily been one-dimensional. Her performance won over audiences and critics alike, and her Oscar win marked a significant cultural milestone. Yet McDaniel faced harsh criticism from some within the black community who viewed the role as perpetuating harmful stereotypes. At the same time, Hollywood's systemic racism restricted her opportunities for more complex and varied roles. Even on the night of her historic Oscar win, she was seated at a segregated table, a stark reminder of the inequality she endured. Beyond her film career, McDaniel's talents extended to radio, where she broke barriers once again. In 1947, she became the first black woman to star in a nationally broadcast radio program, The Beulah Show. Her comedic timing and vibrant personality made the show a success, bringing her voice into homes across the nation. McDaniel's contributions to entertainment were not limited to acting and singing. She was also a vocal advocate for civil rights and worked tirelessly to open doors for future generations of black performers. William Powell's name may not resonate as loudly today as some of Hollywood's other Golden Age stars, but his charm, wit, and sophistication made him one of the most beloved actors of his time. Best known for his work in the Thin Man series, Powell brought an effortless elegance to the role of Nick Charles, the witty, martini-sipping detective who, alongside Myrna Loy's Nora Charles, captivated audiences with their sparkling chemistry. Over the course of 6 films, Powell's portrayal of Nick became iconic, blending sharp humor with a dash of mystery, earning him widespread acclaim and a permanent spot in the hearts of classic film enthusiasts. Powell's career wasn't limited to detective roles, however. Producers often cast him as the epitome of suave, well-groomed sophistication, a type he excelled at portraying. Yet, his range extended far beyond mere typecasting. One of his most celebrated performances came in the screwball comedy My Man Godfrey, where he played a down-on-his-luck man who becomes a butler in a wealthy household. The role not only showcased Powell's impeccable comedic timing, but also allowed him to infuse the character with warmth and depth, earning him an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor. The film remains a cornerstone of the screwball genre, and Powell's performance continues to charm new generations of fans. As the years went on, Powell adapted to changing times and roles, including a memorable turn as Lauren Bacall's love interest in How to Marry a Millionaire. Playing a mature and endearing older bachelor, Powell brought his signature grace to the romantic comedy, demonstrating his ability to remain relevant even as Hollywood shifted its focus to younger stars. It was one of his final roles before he made the surprising decision to retire from acting. Unlike many of his peers, Powell left Hollywood on his own terms, choosing to step away from the spotlight to enjoy a quieter personal life. This early retirement may have led to his work fading somewhat from public consciousness, but it also underscored his contentment with the career he had built. Powell's departure from the limelight didn't diminish his legacy. Instead, it left behind a body of work that stands as a testament to his talent, charm, and versatility.